Hello everyone, good morning. It's 5:45 in the morning, you guys. This is not the norm for me at all, but we're trying something new. For my entire life, I have been a night owl and an absolute, like, the opposite of a morning person. I've never been good in mornings. Never wanted to get up early to go to school, to go to do anything, you know. As an adult, I've gotten better, especially when it comes to like going to do fun things, but just waking up this early on a daily basis has never been something I wanted to do. I'm much more of a, I'll stay up to like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and work, and I work really well. However, bringing a second kid into the whole equation has completely thrown that off. It's just, I've tried it now for 3 months. I'm trying to stay up later to get some work done, but it's not working. Because just, you never know how bedtime is gonna go, and then when my husband works, it's even harder because I have to get both kids down. So we're trying this out where I'm getting up at 5 in the morning and working before the kids wake up, and it really isn't that bad right now, because my little girl woke up at like 4:30 to eat, and so when I realized what time it was and that my alarm was gonna go off at 5, I was like, well, this is actually kind of nice, because I'm not having to just be like woken up by an alarm and have to make myself get up. Like, I'm already up because I had to feed her. So I didn't let myself go back to sleep. I got myself dressed, and I'm in my office. I got some coffee and I'm gonna get some work done. And so yeah, my kids have been waking up about 7:30 or 8, so that gives me at this point a solid hour and a half ish. So I'm just gonna see what I can get done during that time. Things first is I'm going to do a couple just like computer things, but then I'm actually going to get some inventory like ready to photograph and list, because I have not been listing, because I have not gotten hold of how to do this with a second kid yet. So hopefully this is the solution, and waking up this early will get easier. So anyway, okay, so I recently went to a huge Goodwill sale where everything that was $6.99 clothing wise and under was $2.50. So I did a huge haul, which I'll link up here, and everything is still kind of everywhere from doing that haul. So like you can see I've got some stuff here and here. This is all from that haul. I have a basket here, which that is all flat lay stuff, and then I also have some stuff over here on my workstation. And since I'm doing my reset, I took out pretty much everything out of my closet that still needs to be listed, like all of my death pile. There's definitely still some stuff in there, but I took a lot of it out, so it's kind of a mess in here. Yeah, so it's kind of a mess in here, but the first thing I need to do to like get ready to list some things and to make it less of a mess is I'm going to go through everything that I just purchased, and I'm going to do 3 different things. I'm either going to hang them up and they're going to be ready to list, which actually I'm going to put them on my little rack. This big rack is going to be for things that need steaming, pretty much, even ironing, but mainly steaming. And then I already have started a flat lay pile. So yeah, I just need to like get things organized to move forward, and I'm hoping to get that done. And then I'm gonna take pictures. I want to get 10 things listed today, but yeah, so that's usually my process, is I get things on either rack and then I stack them if they're going to be flat lays, and then of course if they need to be washed. I do not wash every piece. I just don't. If you're gonna buy something, especially if you're buying something secondhand, you should wash it. Now if things, you know, I don't like to pick up things that don't smell nice, but if they do have like that, of course I'm gonna wash it. Of course I wash it if it's dirty. Of course I attempt to wash it, usually if there's a stain. So so everything's set up. So it's almost 6:30. I want to get 10 items listed today. So I'm thinking I'm just going to take photos of 10 items and then go ahead and start listing. I'm still debating on how to use this morning time. Like, should I just be like taking all the photographs so that I can list later, which is actually probably better now that I like say it out loud. That way I can list while the kids are awake. So maybe I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I have my rack full pretty much. 25 items. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna list, I'm just gonna photograph as many as I can. So yeah, I have like my 2 ring lights. So, I have a ring light, which I really wish I had 2, because I like the ring light way, way better than my box light. But the ring light was also a lot more expensive. So I hang up everything and I measure it via, well, it's hang up. Pants, I don't do that to the waist. I take the waist off. But for everything else, I hang up. I measure as they hung up. For everything else, I measure hung up. And then I list everything on Poshmark first, and then I will pull it into Vendu and cross list from there, but I like import it in. So I go ahead and I start all my listings actually in Poshmark because it's just easier because it uploads it as I go. Uploading as you go might not be a big deal for you if you have a really good home internet or service, like cell service, but I have really slow internet, and so I hate having to wait for things to upload while I'm just sitting there, you know, like if I were just to upload them as I was listing. I absolutely hate just sitting there twiddling your thumbs waiting for something to upload. So this way I'm actually able to do something while it's uploading, and then when I go to list, it's already there, it's already uploaded, and all I have to do is list. So. One thing I do that I have found has really helped with any kind of returns, as I really haven't had a whole lot in my career, but one thing is that if there's a zipper, I go ahead and unzip it and I take a photo of it, because I know one thing that's common that people will return for is a bad zipper, like a zipper that's broken. So for me, I just started automatically taking a photo of it and not leaving anything up for question. Yeah, this is a Cabela's camo jacket that I'm not even measuring. I don't know why I was going to do that. I'm just going to take pictures. I don't even know where this came from. I think it might have just been my husband's. He never wore it, so I'm going to try listing it and see if I can get anything for it. I take pictures of all of the details, from pockets to like that last top, that bodice top or whatever. I took pictures of the darts, the chest darts, so people would know that it's not like flat across, right? So you can't see it, but over there I have one of my hanger holders ready to put all the hangers on, and I have a couple bins to go ahead and put the items in, so that then they'll be ready to be inventoried. That way it's like a nice little circular path that I do, and it's way more efficient this way. So this piece right here is so cool. It's like a vintage San Francisco 49ers little kids cheerleading like sweatshirt thing. I've had it for a good while because it really needed, or needs, to be sweater shaved, but I have decided that I'm not going to. I'm not going to sweater shave it because it's just a lot of work to sweater shave it. So and it's not a guarantee that it's gonna look any better. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna list it as is. Because if I don't, I'm never gonna get it listed. And it is just so cute. Too stinking cute. So if you're wondering why in the middle of summer I'm listing sweaters, it is because I do not list based on seasonality. The seasons, I don't list based on the weather, nothing. I list what I have when I have it. 17, 21, 14, 17, 51. Because you never know when people are shopping for what. Even though right now it's like 100 degrees where I live, that doesn't mean that it's like that everywhere else. And there's a lot of the time people are shopping for the other season during one season, right? So like if you're going on vacation in the fall, you're gonna shop for vacation in the summer, right? So if I have it, I list, obviously I don't list everything I have because my death pile, but my point is I list based on what I have ready to list, basically. And I sell all year round. Like in the month of June, I sold several sweaters and jackets and a Christmas sweater. So I just listed. Sweaters are one of my favorite things to source and sell anyway, because you can usually make a better amount of money off of them than just regular tops. They usually have like good material that they're made out of, which always helps. I like them. There's like a lot of vintage ones out there that are really fun, so I will happily list sweaters and things like that all year round. Oh, I hear a baby. This will only be my 7th thing and she's already awake. 6:40, so we're gonna go see if I can get her back down, or if after I feed her I can put her on her little play mat at least. Well, she stopped. No, she's still crying. That's okay. And my little boy's up too, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go deal with them. Alright, you guys, Lane is down for a nap, so I'm going to, it's 9:23, so I'm gonna give myself 20 minutes, I guess, so 9:45 to see how many of these I can get through. She should sleep for 2 hours, maybe more if I let her, so I really want to see if I can get through all of these in the next 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna sit down and list and do some YouTube editing and a few things on my computer. But I really feel like this is something that I need to do while she's sleeping and take advantage. So let's just get back to one of my least favorite parts of reselling, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so Lane is 100% laughing at me for saying that she was going to sleep for 2 hours. Because she slept for like 15 minutes. But in her defense, she is teething. So it's kind of messing up her schedule. But she's happy and content. She's just awake. So I'm going to put her on her little mat and let her play. And I'm done photographing for the day. But I took not my entire rack. So I still have... As you can see, I went and did the easy pieces and I left the long pieces because they're long and they're difficult, and so I'll get to those another day. But I did get more than 10 photographed, so it should be like a couple of days worth at least. So I'm gonna see what I can list while I have a snack while she hangs out on her mat. So I also found 2 holes in this Eileen Fisher wool cardigan. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Look, I found another one just now. Like, it's huge. So anyway, I mean, it happens. It happens. How did I miss 3 holes? Actually, I can tell you how. Because like the material, you can't really see the holes until you pull them apart. You see that one? So I'm gonna like claim that was why, but it was probably more because I was in a hurry and I didn't look it over. But anyway, because it was only $2.50, so it happens. The other, like, I have this blue jean dress that I'm obsessed with, and I did find some stains on it, so now I have to decide if I'm gonna attempt to wash it or if I'm just gonna list it as is. Right now I just put it aside. So I want to wash it because I want to get more for it, but anyway, we will see. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can get done. I'm eating, this is like my current addiction. It is from Sam's. It's this chicken, so good, and I just eat it with Ritz crackers and I'm addicted. So let me get working.